San Marcos at Arbor Place. They feed the homeless down here, give coffee. I believe they say on Thursdays and Saturdays. I'm out here, notice a police officer down here. I'll see if he wants to talk. If not, no big deal. But again, this is part of my ongoing thing about how different places do different things. VIA runs off the homeless. This officer's probably off duty, I don't know. But you see, he's not giving anyone a hard time. And that's what we like to see. How you doing, officer? Can I ask, are you on duty right now?
Sorry?
Are, he's on the radio right now. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interfere with your radio traffic.
Oh, no, you're good. I said I didn't hear you.
Oh, I thought you had radio traffic. I apologize.
No.
Are you on duty right now, or is this an off-duty gig?
Off-duty gig with the church.
Okay, no problem. I saw you out here. This is the church where they're feeding people, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, I appreciate you being out here. Either way, I do things like this, film in public. I'm not going to film the people going in or out, but since I saw you out here, I thought I'd talk to you briefly. You know, down by VIA is really hard on the homeless down there, and they run them off. There's reasons, and I've talked to them, and I say, hey, I'll go out here and help you clean up the area too. But when you see officers by where homeless people congregate, a lot of people are afraid of police officers. You're very professional. You're not intimidating. I appreciate that. And I'm sure, the people around here understand they have a need for security as well. And so again, when I document things like this, I want my viewers to see that just because there's an officer present doesn't mean that it's, intimidating to the homeless. I mean, this church, they obviously feel they needed to hire someone to come out here to maintain if things get out of hand. And they certainly have the right to do that. And again, I appreciate, obviously you're getting paid off duty to do this, but you still represent the city anytime you're out in public. And we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, my name's Troy Reese. If you stop me on the street, I'm not going to ID. That's just the way I am. I'm a rights activist. But when I talk to people, when I come up, I always introduce myself. So if you see me out, filming, I like to tell officers, where I am and what I'm about. So they don't, because a lot of times it does look suspicious.
But are you in this area?
I'm mainly in the downtown area, sometimes on the south side. It depends on where my story takes me.
Okay.
Down by Bike Patrol a lot. What substation do you work out of?
Out of the West Patrol.
Out of West Patrol. I'm very rarely over there. Matter of fact, the last time I was out on that side of town was back before constitutional carry came up.
Oh, okay.
You remember the old signs you had at the front of all the police stations saying no weapons inside of city buildings? Notice how they took all those down at the police stations. I'm the reason they did that because officers were misunderstanding that. Before, a lot of officers, even if you had a license to carry or a concealed handgun license, before that would read that sign and not understand that you could carry into a public lobby. So, that was one of the things I did. I went to all the substations in San Antonio, but like I said, that's the last time I was out at your substation.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it would have been before the law took effect, because I hit hard on that because it was a personal thing for me when officers, threatened to arrest a victim of a crime who went to report it and then said, you can't come in here even though you have a license with your firearm.
Voice and you got to put it out.
No, and again, I do what I do mainly to create positive change. Unfortunately, a lot of times there's bad videos that document, and that's what I said. When I see officers, I honestly believe that to make things easier for me, I approach you like I'm doing now, so that you see, if you see me in the future, you go, okay, that's what he's doing. He's not out here being a jerk. My appearance has changed over the last, 9 months that I've been in this area. A lot of officers, they refer to me as the homeless hippie. I usually have a Camelback. Sometimes I have a walking stick, but again, I'm not out causing trouble, but even, like right now, so I'm keeping it focused away from the homeless people. I could videotape them, but there's no reason for me to do that. Again, a lot of times people get upset when people film in public and they call the police. I understand you guys have to respond, but a lot of officers just don't understand, hey, I'm allowed to do this, and just because someone's upset that I'm filming doesn't give them the right to call the police. Sure, they can call the police for whatever, but 9 times out of 10, it's, I'm concerned for my safety. Okay, you're concerned for your safety. Why would you walk up to a guy filming and say, "Why are you filming me?" If you're really afraid of that? I mean, that's just the types of things that I have encountered quite a lot of. Because I only film in public. I don't do, private property usually. I mean, like I said, I'm going to go in here for a minute. I'll probably get a coffee, talk to the people in there.
We got plenty.
Yeah, and well, that's what I heard. One of the
Food, breakfast too.
yeah, well, that's what I heard. I heard that they give out sweetened coffee. That was the guy specifically said. He said, "Man, yeah, they give sweetened coffee over here," and I was like, I didn't, and I was like, you know what? That probably does make a big difference because, like at Haven for Hope, they do give them coffee in the morning, but it's not sweetened. I mean, someone who has a sweet tooth, I like my coffee sweetened with cream. So but again, I mean, these are little things. Again, if you see me out in the public, I'm not a bad guy. I'm approachable. But again, if you approach me, I'm a rights guy, so I will be kind of a jerk, and I'll be like, why are you approaching me? What have I done illegal? I mean, I push that for the rights thing. It's not
Sure.
because I'm anti-police. It's because I'm like, you guys got to do things by the book.
Exactly.
Okay, well, again, I appreciate your time. It's Officer Morales, and that's badge 852. Again, another polite police officer. I wasn't watching my comments, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll post this up. It'll probably be public to the people who didn't catch the live stream within a few hours. Let me check comments real quick. Not seeing any comments, so I guess you guys didn't have much to say. Again, another example of what I say when you see police out in areas, if you approach them and you're polite, they're always going to be polite with you. Just because you see something that looks one way, if you don't go up and ask, then thank you. I do see you down there now. My vision's bad, as you guys know, is that Tiger Bear. I'm about to end the live stream. Again, a guy told me they also feed down here. I wasn't aware of that before. Supposedly it's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I may come out here again next week, but mainly, let me just get that. It's the Life Restored Church, and I'm filming up in the sky just to avoid filming other homeless people out here. I mean, there's no need for that. But, if you are in San Antonio and you are homeless or you're hungry, you don't have to be homeless to be hungry. They feed the masses down here, and it's a great thing. So, if you come by and you see the officer out here, he's not out here hassling people. He's here for their safety and the safety of other homeless people or anyone who's using these areas. So, again, thank you for viewing. I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to get some coffee. They said they had some breakfast. I'm not really hungry right now, but I will use the coffee while I'm talking to them. That will not be on live feed simply because of the other people that are inside there. Okay, thank you, guys.